And welcome back to Who Would Win. This is actually not today's official Who Would Win. This is a birthday Who Would Win for Lucas Rivera, who asked the question, who would win a fight, Captain Falcon or the TV version of Homelander? We can at least take a little bit of the comic adaptation in the sense of knowing his durability. In the comics, they had the only thing they had that they could even conceive of hurting him was like a hydrogen bomb. That was the only thing they had available on call that they even thought would work, and even then, there was no guarantee that would work. Um, and so I actually going to Death Battle and rewatching their video on Captain Falcon, I did get at least some numbers to kind of gauge how strong Captain Falcon's like Falcon Punch was. Um, so, but anyway, Homelander is a Superman knockoff in the boys universe, but his backstory about being an alien is complete bullshit. It was manufactured just like he was. He is literally a test tube baby and is one of Vought's greatest creations in terms of like soups. He is completely and utterly invulnerable to most forms to every weapon on the planet. Like I said in the comics, they basically had to strap a hydrogen bomb to him just in case, like because it was the only thing they could think of they hadn't used yet that might do something. And that's not even a guarantee. And most likely they had to go like on the high end yield of that shit. So you're talking about a czar type bomb just in case. And even then, there probably would have been no guarantee on that. But he is still immensely fast, capable of flying well beyond the speed of sound. He's, again, durable enough to tank pretty much every weapon that can be thrown at him. He has heat vision just like Superman does. He doesn't have any enhanced fighting capabilities, but he's strong enough to, tear through buildings, lift giant machinery. The famous plane episode obviously says, like, that's not how that works. Like, I can't just lift it all that. I'll go straight through it. Like, but he, in theory, could still lift a plane. Like physically speaking and power wise, he can fly. Obviously, he's extremely powerful, has enhanced senses, even sonic boom type voice. Unfortunately, he's also extremely unstable and is kind of a monster of a human being. Because soups are in the boys' universe still human. We should be very clear about that. They're still human. Um, but he's extremely unstable, and if you were to like cause him to snap, if you're not strong enough to keep up with him, you're in trouble. Captain Falcon is a mantle passed on from person to person to keep on the good fight and carry on the name of Captain Falcon. He is basically a bounty hunter and a racer. He is been around, the moniker has been around for many, many generations, and each new Falcon is, in theory, stronger than the next. He is a capable hand-to-hand fighter, a skilled driver. His abilities of pyrokinetics may stem from his racer, which has a piece of the Big Bang in it, apparently, like a piece of creation more or less in it, which allows it to do some wild shit. A couple of those racers together apparently can warp space and time. So just one of them is overly powerful. But Captain Falcon does have a couple pyrokinetic abilities. Most famous is Falcon Kick, where he drags along the floor, causing flames. Probably can fire just a standard bit of fire out. And obviously the Falcon Punch, which is insanely powerful. And was capable of defeating the demon guy's name, whose name I can't remember. There's more minute details of these individuals, but that's about it. This is another one of those videos, though, where I brought a poll up yesterday, and it was actually in response basically to the Bloom versus Wanda video I just did, where I'm like, okay, maybe one of the videos during the week of Who Would Win should be like a little bit of a speed round, like 5, 6, 7, however many videos categories I think I can get done in said time, because. I can only stretch out a video for so long when it's clearly a curb stop, and I know I got one video from my viewer that's asked me to do 10-10 versus Kaguya. Are you freaking nuts? You also had me do 10-10 versus Yuwak. I'm like, or Yuhawak. Like, that is a stomp completely not in 10-10's favor. So it does kind of eat up like space on the channel, or like, really? Okay. So this is also kind of one of those, but not entirely. So obviously, from a physical standpoint, Homelander is completely something that Falcon is not capable of handling one-on-one in an actual fist fight. The only thing Falcon even has is his pyrokinetics, is his Falcon punches, Falcon kick. And Homelander's arrogant enough to let that hit land. So I had to figure out how powerful the hit was. Now, if Death Battle's calculations are correct, it's like 1.5 billion joules or something like that, which is a lot. Which apparently they said was like the equivalent of 12 elephants standing on top of you, which is a lot. But honestly, that's nowhere near compared to the joule output of a freaking hydrogen bomb. So yeah, his Falcon punch would be strong enough, I think, to actually surprise Homelander. Like Homelander felt it, like like that. It's like, okay, I give you credit. I felt that. Just kind of puts his fist through his chest. But I mean, and even though he's powerful enough to survive some pretty heavy-duty explosions, this is Homelander we're talking about. This guy could easily kind of just cleave through him, and even if he didn't, there's just no attack Falcon on his own has that seems strong enough to take down Homelander. However, I can't remember the name of the something Blazer was, the Blue Blazer or something like that. Let's see, hold on, Captain Falcon. What was the name of his car? Or whatever it is. F-Zero, maybe? Was that it? Oh, no, it's the F-Zero series. What is his, age, appearance, personality, zero game? What is the name of his damn vehicle? Oh, wait a minute. Pilot profile movie. Nope. I'm on the wrong wiki for this. Give me 1 second, because I'm on this F-Zero wiki. Let me come on, Captain Falcon. I guess just try the Mario wiki. No, Raptor Booster is Saimu, where he lunges himself, depending on come on, just give me the name of the vehicle. That's all I want. I'm sure people in the comments below will eventually say it was this. But point being, because that thing has a fraction of the Big Bang in it, even a fraction of the Big Bang, even if it's split into a millionth of the Big Bang, is leagues beyond a hydrogen bomb. Like, it's not even funny. And they split that up, honestly, and it was a lot less than a million pieces. So the fact that they can warp space and time with just a couple of these vehicles means that while Falcon himself can't beat Homelander in a straight fight, you just can't do it. If he were to get into his car, and again, being the arrogant SOB he is, Homelander's like, oh, that's cute. You think you got a little bit, oh, come on, let's try. And just starts to grind into Homelander, who suddenly maybe tries to stop, realizing, what the hell? And actually gets maybe his hands torn up. Motherfucker! And just starts blasting at the vehicle, but as long as it's like in full powered up mode, it would probably deflect his blast, no problem. And then he just comes in again and starts to grind into him, and then maybe does the Falcon punch. That actually could be a viable scenario to win against Homelander. It honestly could. But that's only a 50-50 scenario here. So I guess the question is Homelander capable of destroying the car? And if the car is not like powered up, souped up with the reactor, with the fragment of the Big Bang, then yes, I'd actually say Homelander is capable of destroying the car. But the problem is, and this all comes down to psychology, it's Homelander's arrogance. He'll let something happen just because he doesn't think he can be hurt. And that ultimately is probably what's going to end up screwing him over. So honestly, Captain Falcon would put up the valiant fight. He's durable enough to honestly take a couple lower level hits from Homelander. If Homelander wants to rip his heart out, though, he's going to do it. But he's capable enough in terms of durability and strength to at least pressure Homelander a little bit. Once Homelander starts to take him seriously, it's going to come down to, can he get in that racer fast enough? If he can get that racer fast enough and just, you know, boost the energy up, then yeah, he's got this. Falcon will take the win, and I'd argue, yeah. And again, it all comes down to his arrogance. Granted, he's also not. His By the way, you can tell it's a fake chest piece because you can tell the backs are off. But you can. I do think it's very likely because he's arrogant, but he's also unhinged. So if he starts to go off, Falcon might be in trouble. I will give the edge though in the win to Falcon in this case. But who do you got in this versus? Captain Falcon, Falcon Punch, or Homelander? I'm fucking Homelander. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Let me know in the comments below. But happy birthday, Lucas, and I'll see you for the next one.